Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 20th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday evening. Everybody can stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather. Cut the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be starting off with Invest 94L, which is located in the central tropical Atlantic. You can see on the satellite imagery here, it's kind of poorly organized at this time. So right now it's just a tropical wave moving to the west northwest. You can see, like I said, you can see some of the deep colors trying to get its act together, but it's interacting with a lot of wind shear right now, and also Saharan dust trying to get in wrapped in the system here. So that's what we're dealing with this system at this time. We're going to take a look at the computer model guidance. We don't have the hurricane models yet, but we'll take a look at the other forecast models on this system here as soon as we get to it. This was another storm here, trying to get back to it. Okay, let's start off with the GEPS ensembles. Take a look at it here. You can see here's the current position of the storm. You can see it tracks across over the Leeward Islands into the Caribbean Sea, like I've been talking about for the past several days. Most of these models here want to take it into Central America, but this is something we're going to have to watch, and this looks like it could become our next tropical storm, which is Dexter. We thought Dexter was going to develop in the Gulf, but did not. But this one here looks like it may become Dexter later on down the road. Let's take a look at the GFS ensembles here, and then we'll take a look at the intensity guidance. You can see here's the 1013 millibar low pressure here. By the time it gets over here near the Leeward Island, kind of keeps it at 1014, just a tropical wave pretty much by this system here, and then tracks into the Eastern Caribbean Sea about 96 hours out. So let's take a look at the intensity guidance now of this system. Okay, right now it has about 25 knot winds equal to 30 miles per hour. Takes it into a tropical storm. Some of the models right here do take it into a tropical storm. That's why I do believe it could become tropical storm Dexter. So right now, just looking at the computer model guidance here, things can change, but we'll continue to monitor it, and I will keep you up to date as the week progresses on. Alrighty, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. And let's start off with your local forecast here. Now, you can see we got some heavy rain and flash flooding over portions of southern Indiana, Kentucky to Tennessee to western North Carolina, southwestern Virginia, southwestern portion of West Virginia as well, and much of Kentucky. Some severe weather up in Montana, critical fire weather over here in portion of Nevada, shower activity in portion of southern Oregon, northern California. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from Washington to Oregon to Idaho to Montana to the Dakotas to Colorado to Utah to Arizona, New Mexico, West Texas, northern Mexico to Iowa to Minnesota, Wisconsin to portion of southern Louisiana to Alabama to the Florida Keys, Atlantic coastal waters, the Carolinas, all the way to Virginia, back over toward Indiana and Illinois regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Here's your Tuesday outlook. You can see we got some flash flooding and heavy rain up here in portion of Minnesota, stretching into northern Michigan, northern Wisconsin, and also some severe weather up here in portion of Minnesota, portion of northwestern Wisconsin, and also eastern areas and northeastern areas of North and South Dakota. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from up here from Washington State to the Dakotas, portion of Idaho, Oregon, northern California, southern Idaho, down to Arizona, northern Mexico to Texas, to Colorado, to Nebraska, all the way to Iowa, also Michigan, up here around Lake Huron, Lake Superior, stretching down along that cold frontal boundary from Kentucky to Tennessee, to the northern Gulf, to the Florida Keys, Atlantic coastal water, through Georgia to Carolinas, portion of Virginia, southern West Virginia, and Kentucky regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches, warning, advisory map for your location across the nation. Alrighty, you can see we got some flood watches over here in areas of Washington State, wind advisories in portion of California and portion of Nevada, red flag warnings up here in areas of Nevada, southern Idaho, and also portions of Colorado. Severe thunderstorm watches and warnings in effect over here in portions of North Dakota, stretching into portion of Montana. Air quality alerts in portion of Minnesota. Tornado watches and severe thunderstorm warnings in portions of South Dakota and Nebraska. And then we got flood watches stretching from portions of Missouri, northern Missouri to Illinois to Indiana to Ohio to portion of West Virginia, and also in the portion of Kentucky with flash flood warnings. Even got a tornado warning going on there as well. Even a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of southern Illinois and also southern portions of Indiana. Also, we've got more severe thunderstorm watches and warnings up here in Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, northern New York State, the coastal waters there as well. We've got some special marine warnings also. Alright, we got heat advisory from South Dakota through Nebraska, through areas of Kansas, Oklahoma, North Texas, East Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, through portion of Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, portion of Alabama, much of Mississippi, the portion of the Florida Panhandle, eastern Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Even got excessive heat warnings in effect for areas of Nebraska to Missouri to southern and southwestern areas of Illinois, southwestern and western Kentucky, western Tennessee, northwestern Mississippi, and eastern areas of Arkansas. Alrighty, we got small craft advisories over here in the California coastal area. We got a flood watching portions of New Mexico with flash flood warnings popped up in there, a few areas there as well, and also in areas of Missouri. Alright, small craft advisories also for the south side of Hawaii and Chain Island, also around the Alaska region as well. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Monday. We got a marginal risk from Louisville to Evansville to Bowling Green, Nashville, Chattanooga, Charlotte, Raleigh, Columbia, Charleston, Savannah, Wilmington, Atlanta. Also marginal risk from McCook up toward Bismarck, Fargo, Sioux Falls, Rapid City, Billings, Great Falls, and then around Glasgow and surrounding areas. Got a slight risk there. General thunderstorm from Washington State to Texas to Minnesota, Wisconsin to Louisiana, down to Florida Keys, up to Virginia. Alright, tornado probability is going to look like this. 2% through portions South Dakota, stretching into southern North Dakota. Damaging winds look like this. 5 and 15% down here in the southeast, also the upper Midwest and Midwest. And that 15% over Montana. Large hail, pretty much same location. Up here in Montana, 5% from Montana down through Nebraska over toward Minnesota. Alright, let's move over to day number 3. And it's going to look something like this. Okay. Slight risk down here in portions of Columbus, Georgia to Dalton to Tallahassee to Jacksonville and Savannah, Georgia. Slight risk from Billings, Montana to McCook to Bismarck to Duluth to Green Bay and LaCroix, and then Fargo to Minneapolis. Slight risk. General thunderstorm over here for the remainder of the area. Let's go back to the category from Washington State to Oregon to Texas, Florida to Carolinas, all the way up to Minnesota, Illinois. Probability is going to look like this now. Here we go, 5 and 15% respectively. Alright, let's move on to the tropical weather outlook. As you can see here, the tropical wave here has now moved it up to a 20% chance over the next 2 days and 7 days. That was at system 94L, what I was showing you. It's located 900 miles east of the Leeward Islands. Shower and thunderstorm activity has recently become a little more concentrated near the center. The environmental conditions are generally favorable for some additional development over the next day or so, while the system moves west-northwestward at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. By the middle of this week, environmental conditions are forecasted to become unfavorable for further development. But right now, 10 and 20 and 20% for 48 hours and 7 days. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.